G'day guys, let's talk about a couple of the tools from the Metabo range that I've been using today. It is the cordless planer and the impact driver. So first let's talk about this guy. This is the SSD LTX 200BL brushless impact driver. Now this thing's definitely no slouch in the lineup compared to its other competitors. Couple of the features that I do like on this are your 12 variable speeds, which you get with most of your other big brands. The other thing that Metabo have is the automatic power shift. Now the automatic power shift is especially designed for when you're using self-tapping screws. So when you're using a self-tapper, right at the start, what the automatic power shift does is it kicks into a faster speed in the drilling phase of the screw. So when you're drilling through the steel or the metal and you want to get through, it kicks into high. And then when it goes through into the thread, it senses when it's in the thread and it drops the speed down for the tightening of it. And then what that's going to do is it eliminates burring out the heads of the screws, stripping the screws, and also stops burnout on the motor. So I've used this for screwing in decks, screwing in bugles, like for battens on roofs, holding frames together. So that's just a couple of the features on it. Again, feels really good in hand. All the rubber's in the right places, right where you want it. Good grip, not too heavy, nice and comfortable in the hand. Probably works best with the 4 amp hour battery in it. I do have the 5 and the 8, but the 4 amp hour battery in all of Metabo drill lines seems to be where you get your best performance. The skin comes in at $329 online at Trade Tools, so definitely worth having a look at, and let me know what you think of it. Secondly is the cordless planer. What can I say about this? This is the HO LTX 82, so comes with 82mm of cutting blade, maximum 2mm cutting depth. Now what this does have is a soft start feature. So when you kick this guy over, right at the start, it reduces the speed and the power of the motor to stop the kick that you get from like a corded planer. So that's a really cool feature because, I mean, if you're not paying attention, like you can end up wearing that in the leg, and I mean, it's not pretty what a planer can do to you if it gets hold of you. So this, again, feels really good in hand, nice and light. Probably works better with the bigger batteries. It does work with the 4 amp hour, but the 5 amp hour, 8 amp hour even, this thing's going to run for days. The skin on this comes in at $279 online at Trade Tools. Again, great tool. Definitely worth having a look at this as well. Metabo's not going to let you down. Seems to be this really weird consensus around Metabo gear. I don't know whether they just haven't marketed well in the last 10-15 years and everybody else has just ran with it, or the bigger brands. I think you need to get your hands on some of them and have a go for yourself. I genuinely have been surprised at all the Metabo gear that I've been using of late. I think it's more a sheep situation. I think people just like the big red tools and the yellow tools and just like to follow what everyone else seems to think is the go. I mean, I'm all about whatever tool it is that can get the job done. I am genuinely impressed with Metabo. If you want to have a look at more of their stuff, jump on a Trade Tool online and yeah, treat yourself. See you later.